All right, well, g'day and welcome back once again. So we've got a juicy start once again today. We've got a roll of 10-cent pieces here, and on the end here we're crossing our fingers when we get to it, because this is a 1966. This could be one of the ones that we quite often have a look for and haven't found yet, which is a 4-spike lyrebird. And as it's a pretty old coin, yes, there are 10 million in circulation, but there's not a lot of them around. So it's one that we haven't found yet. So we're crossing our fingers today that by the time we get to it, when we have a look at it, that it is the coin that we want. So we'll put it face down there and we'll make it our last coin we get to. So hopefully we can have a bit of a surprise at the end. How's everybody going out there today? I hope you're having a good day no matter what you're up to. We are just having a bit of a chill here today, up here in Brisbane. It's a little bit overcast, so we're just enjoying the day inside today. Doing what we love to do, which is having a bit of a noodle. Alright, so we'll start things off. An 81, not really one of the years we traditionally look for. There's two different versions of this. One of them had a circulation of about 76 million, and the other one had a circulation of about 40 odd million. So there's heaps of them around. That is one we're not really sure on, but I come across a lot of them. And I will be getting the new Renix book actually in about a week's time. So we will have some new and updated information on all the 2022s and 23s that we currently don't have in about a week once we get that. But I come across quite a few of them, so it's no big deal if we happen to miss some. This one here had a circulation of 109 million of them for the 2010. There's a hell of a lot of them, but these are the ones that we tend to have a really close look at, because they can have some errors in them, especially if the dies are a little bit old. Nothing there, but I just want to make absolutely sure. Not sure if you caught the last episode where we did some 10-cent pieces, but in my I don't know if it was haste or if I'd just been through too many coins, we actually missed a cud error right in the middle of here, and it would have been a coin that was worth probably about $6 just to start. So it was a bit of a bugger that we were not awake enough to see that. So you've always got to be on the ball, always. So this 2020 had a circulation of about 17 million. There's quite a few of them. Have a bit of a look at the lyrebird, see if there's any blobs or anything majorly poking its head out. Nothing we can see. This one had the circulation of 157 million. These are the ones I like having a good hard look at, because those dies can get old and they can produce some errors, even though there's nothing listed. As we know from our 2020 $1 coin the other week, we found a card error that was not previously listed anywhere, and I hadn't seen one until we came across it. So it was a good little find. It's good to keep your eye out for. So the 2024 King Charles, that's the keeper. Not sure how many of them there were. I know they're in relatively short supply, but that's one keeper at least. Nothing sort of really obvious there. That one had a circulation of 53 million. There's quite a few of those about, and no rotation problems or any blobs or anything like that. Nope, nothing there. 05. One looks nice and clean. Maybe a 2022, 24. That's our one that we're keeping. You goose. Went off the wrong pile. 2,000. This one had a circulation of 51 million. There's quite a few of these about. Nothing in terms of rotation and cud errors. Nothing we can really see. As we mentioned quite a few times, quite often you'll see a little sort of blobbiness on the top of these feathers here, but unless it's kind of overflowing and producing errors, it's not really doing too much. 14, which is in gross condition and looks like it's been through the washing machine about 500 times. Nothing we can do with that. Nothing too exciting there. That's an 08. Blobs on feathers. This is the one that can have the blobs on feathers as well. It's sort of looking a little bit like it's sort of slightly running over. Sort of down the bottom of here you can see, but I mean it's nothing significant enough, so get rid of that. 14 once again. Nothing too exciting there. Not enough to warrant putting aside, unfortunately. 02. This one had a circulation of 70 million. There's no listed errors or anything for this one that I know of. And nothing we can see blatantly obvious. Having a look at it. Back into the pool for you, my friend. 10. The one we've looked at before with the circulation of 104 million. There's quite a few of them around. Nothing we can see overtly there. There is a little bit of damage on the O on the 10 there though. Not sure what that's caused from. It's probably been a bit mangled in circulation somewhere. It's the one we had a look at earlier. There was a couple of different ones of this that went out, but both of them are fairly high circulation, so it's not really one we care too much about anyway. The 08, which had that really large circulation amount, 136 million. Nothing really too exciting to look at there other than the part that it's got a huge bit of poo on it or something. Yeah, you can see sometimes here like the details sort of fade a little bit. Well, they're not, you know, they don't sort of come out really well in printing. It's not really sort of an error per se, it's just, you know, just a little bit of a detailing thing. Could have a lot as well to do with how old the coins are. Oh, okay, and this is a 1966. So this is one of the ones we're looking for actually to have a good look at. So, oh god, it's going to be incredibly hard to actually have a look at this one as well. Because what we're after here is a 4-spike lyrebird on that tail. And that's the 5. No, it's the 5-spike lyrebird, which had the circulation of 30 million. There's quite a few of them, unfortunately. 1999. Now, this is one of the ones that can have the enlarged queen's head, which it doesn't look like we have. This is the one that can have the where the planchet was a different coin. I think it was a dollar coin, I think it was, that was used on the 10 cent. coin itself. So what happens is we need one that's just got a queen's head on it, thanks. So what happens is that the queen's head ends up significantly larger and pushed out towards the external, and as does all the numbers and everything. But we can see there when put next to something else that it's exactly the same. With the enlarged one, it's sort of barely any gap between the numbers and the letters and the outside of the coin. So fortunately nothing there on the 99. Bit of a bugger. I'd like to come across one of those one day as well. It's one I've yet to see. And the 03, there's a 53 million circulation on it. Again, we can see not great detail on the lyrebird feathers there, but no real errors per se. And 1999 once again. Where was the other 1999 that we had? Right there it is. So there we can put two 99s next to each other and we can see that they're both exactly the same. Queen's head's the same size. We'd love to come across one of those one day as well, most definitely. That'd be a cool one to come across. But we still wait. We still wait. Alright, moving on. So, 81. Nothing really going there. It's pretty shiny. Maybe a 19, 22. Oh, an 08. Pretty good nick for an 08. No rotation problems or anything with that, and nothing obvious there. Right, nothing we can really see with that 01 there either. That 1998 lyrebird had a circulation of 47 million. There's a ton of them around. Nothing really overtly standing out in terms of errors, and nothing listed for errors for that year. $2,000. Nothing really going on there. Alrighty. Really a lot going on there either. 06. Our 92, which had a circulation of 90 odd million. Nothing too exciting to report there. There's only about a dozen to go now, I think, something like that. One thing I will say for the 10-cent rolls is you get a lot of chances. You don't find a lot, but you get a lot of chances. Circulation of 23 million on those. Nothing poking its head out at us in terms of errors. Ooh. There we go. 2011. Finally got a bit of a winner. It's not in great condition. Needs a bit of a wash, but we'll give it one. That one has a circulation of only 1.75 million, so that's brilliant. It's at least one keeper, so we've got 2 so far. That's good. $13. 49 million of those around. And it can go back and join up with its 49 million other brethren. 16. Decimal currency obverse. Come on. Crossing our fingers. Damn it. Lyrebird. Damn it. Alright, nothing there. 5 to go. 2021. Oh, beauty. That's a cracker. That's 1.25 million only. So that's a scarce one. Possibly even rare. Not sure how to work the actual wording for those. 2006. Not a lot to go on there. $2022, that was the one that we mentioned before. We've come across quite a few of them. There's a 24 again. That's a keeper. But it would be even better if there were some errors on it. That's pretty high grade, which is good. And last but not least, our one that we were crossing our fingers for before, which is our other 66. So what we're looking for is the 4 spikes on the Lyrebird. So if you just bear with me a minute. Alright, and we've got nope, too many. One, two, three, four, 5. Nope, too many. Bugger. Right, well that was a pretty darn good roll actually. We got a couple of pretty good keepers, which were our new 2024s, which are in pretty good nick. And we got a couple of very low circulation ones, a 21 and our 2011, which is also in pretty good nick. I think it'll come out pretty good once we give it a wash. So there's some good keepers there. All right, once again, thanks very much for watching. Really do appreciate that. And we'll catch you next time. And I think what we'll do next time is we'll get into a roll of 5-cent pieces. We'll see you then.